So viewers, the US President Donald Trump has made a significant claim regarding India's energy policy and its role in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. Trump has once again went on to say that Prime Minister Narendra Modi personally assured him that India would stop buying oil from Russia, calling it a big step towards peace. Trump added that he was not happy with India's previous oil purchases from Moscow and believes New Delhi's decision will help in stopping the war in Ukraine. Trump then went on to praise Modi, calling him a great man and a great friend, claiming they share a strong personal relationship. Listen in to what he said.
30 boys just gotten back from India. Right. What were the conversations like with Prime Minister Modi and the other?
I think they were great. He reported to me that he's a great man, you know. Modi is a great man. That he loves Trump. Now, I don't know if the word love, I don't want you to take that any different. I don't want to destroy his political career, okay? But you have to understand, I've watched India for years. It's an incredible country. And every single year you'd have a new leader. I mean, some would be in there for a few months. And this was year after year after year. And my friend has been there now for a long time. And he's assured me there will be no oil purchased from Russia. I don't know, maybe that's a breaking story. Can I say that? Would you say? There will be no oil. He's not buying his oil from Russia. It started. You know, you can't do it immediately. It's a little bit of a process. But the process is going to be over with soon. And all we want from President Putin is stop this. Stop killing Ukrainians and stop killing Russians, because he's killing a lot of Russians. Again, it doesn't make him look good. It's a war that he should have won in 1 week, and he's now going into his 4th year. That does not make this big so-called war machine look good. But he could make a settlement. We're willing to settle. I thought we had a deal. The hatred of the two leaders is very, you know, it's an obstacle. It's an obstacle. There's no question about it. But I thought we had a deal 2 months ago. Who would think I created peace in the Middle East and can't get the two guys to settle? But I think we'll get them. But if India doesn't buy oil, it makes it much easier. And they're not going to buy. They assured me they will. Within a short period of time, they will not be buying oil from Russia. And they'll go back to Russia after the war's open.
My colleague Rishabh is joining us on the broadcast with the perspective on how this is going to take place, and we're already seeing the fallout. We have many political reactions coming in as well. But Rishabh, has there been an official statement from India on the same? Because it's a big claim that Trump is making. He claims that India is going to stop purchasing Russian oil.
Well, as of now, there's no confirmation or any rebuttal from India. We are still waiting for an official statement to come in from MEA or PMO on this statement that has come in from Donald Trump, because Donald Trump very categorically said, and I'm just quoting him, today, the words like today, Prime Minister reported to him, these words need to be clarified by India as soon as possible, and we all are right now waiting for that clarification to come in. But having said that, when it comes to Donald Trump, why is Donald Trump making such statements? Let's take it one by one. First is domestic polity. If we talk about United States, the producers in the agricultural producers in United States has not been able to get exported, given that there is an export control from China, there's a tariff war with India and many countries, and hence Donald Trump wants to showcase its local polity that things are getting better, and very soon you will have things back in shape. So that's the reason that we are getting these tips. As of now, when we talk about purchase of Russian oil by India, only day before yesterday we heard it from sources within the government of India that we are going to use the same mechanism, the mechanism through which we transport Russian oil to India, to transport things from Mongolia to India and vice versa. So when we are trying to diversify our trade using the same route, why would we go back on Russian oil? See, yes, the trade talks and negotiations are on. There are, feelers being sent by government sources as well that things are hunky-dory, but till it is signed, it is
so
not
there is no
signed.
official word yet that has come in. Rishabh, just a moment, do stay with us. Let's speak about the politics around it as well, because Donald Trump's claims have triggered a political storm in India with the surrender lobby back in focus. The opposition has now hit out at Prime Minister Modi, calling it a matter of national honor. Now, the Congress party has demanded that the Prime Minister break his silence with sharp attacks, calling him a weak Prime Minister. And leading the charge for the opposition is Rahul Gandhi, who has taken to social media. This is on X. He goes on to say, Prime Minister Modi is frightened of Trump. And then he says, 1, allows Trump to decide and announce that India will not buy Russian oil. 2, keep sending congratulatory messages despite repeated snubs. 3rd, cancel the finance minister's visit to America. 4th, skip the Sharm el-Sheikh. 5th, doesn't contradict him on Operation Sindoor. So listing out 5 issues on which the Congress party believes that the Prime Minister should have spoken up. Rahul Gandhi going on to call Prime Minister Modi a weak Prime Minister and going on to say that Prime Minister Modi is frightened of Trump. So Rahul Gandhi, and it's not just him, but there are other leaders as well of the Congress party, from the other opposition parties as well, who have taken to social media to say that India must clarify on this, going on to say that there should be an official statement that should be coming in from India. There should be a rebuttal to what the United States has claimed, going on to say that silence is going to be nothing but betrayal, going on to say that if the government actually does not speak up and does not rebut what Trump has said, then this will be a betrayal of the country. In fact, the Congress's official handle has also criticized the Prime Minister, going on to say that a deal has been struck based on what Trump has gone on to say. So the Congress handle has again criticized Prime Minister Modi, going on to say that this is unacceptable, going on to say that the strategic foreign policy of India has been changed, going on to say Narendra Modi has once again struck a deal at the cost of the country's honor. And then the Congress says, and I quote, Trump says, fearing his anger and threats, Modi has assured that India will not buy oil from Russia. One thing is clear, Narendra Modi is a weak Prime Minister and his actions have completely ruined the country's foreign policy. And then the Congress party's handle has tagged Prime Minister Modi, going on to say Russia has always been a special ally of India. Don't ruin the country's relations just to fix your hugging relationships. So the Congress party taking a dig at the Prime Minister, going on to say that Prime Minister Modi is weak because Trump has now made this claim. My colleague Amit Kumar is on the broadcast with us. And Amit, this is not the first time. We've seen on previous multiple occasions as well, on any statement that is issued by Trump, the opposition does not even wait for an official confirmation or a statement to come in from India. Before that, they latch on to or jump on to the statements that have come in from Trump to attack the Prime Minister.
जी देखिए, मुझे लगता है जैसे ही अपोजिशन को सिर्फ इंतजार होता है कि कैसे वो प्रधानमंत्री मोदी पर और मोदी सरकार पर हमला करे, और इसीलिए ट्रंप के जितने भी बयान आपने देखे होंगे शुरू से वो भारत सरकार के हमेशा स्टैंड के खिलाफ, भले ही वो उन्होंने जो कहा उसको अपोजिशन, चाहे राहुल गांधी हो, समाजवादी पार्टी हो, तमाम जो बड़े नेता हैं अपोजिशन पार्टी के, वो उस पर रिएक्ट करना शुरू करते थे, जबकि सरकार के ऑफिशियल वर्जन का इंतजार करना चाहिए। और मुझे लगता है कि चाहे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हो, सीज फायर हो, ये तमाम दूसरे मसले हो, उन मसलों पर भारत सरकार का जो स्टैंड है वो सबके सामने है। प्रधानमंत्री ने क्या कहा ये सबके सामने है। किस तरीके से उन्होंने साफ तौर पे, जब प्रधानमंत्री ने ट्रंप से बात की थी कनाडा से लौटते समय, उस समय भी उन्होंने कह दिया था कि उनके बीच कभी भी इस तरह की कोई बातचीत नहीं हुई है, लेकिन इसके बावजूद हमेशा निशाना बनाता गया, क्योंकि ट्रंप हमेशा जो बयान दिए हैं जिसका कोई आधार नहीं है, भारत सरकार उसको एक तरह से डिनाय कर चुकी है। इसके बाद वही बात आपको देखिए कल जिस तरह से ट्रंप ने कहा, इसके तुरंत बाद राहुल गांधी ने बयान देकर।
Just a moment, we have in fact a reaction coming in. We have breaking updates now coming in. My apologies, I'll come back to you. Breaking updates now coming in. After Trump's claims on oil purchase that was made earlier, the MEA has responded on India's energy sourcing. The MEA making it clear that its nation-first policy, that safeguarding Indian interests is the priority of the country. Our colleague Rishabh on the broadcast with us. Rishabh, what are the details?
Well, this is an official release that has come in from External Affairs Ministry, where the spokesperson of External Affairs Ministry, Randhir Jaiswal, has very categorically stated, and this is in response to our queries that we have been putting to MEA since morning, India is significant importer of oil and gas. It has been our consistent priority to safeguard the interests of India's consumer in a volatile energy scenario. So India is right now talking about the situation which we are living in, and India is defending its right to import oil from Russia as well. Very categorically, India is saying that our energy purchases, our oil purchases will depend solely on our national interests. So in a way, negating what Donald Trump has said or has been claiming, we will not budge into the pressure, the global pressure. We will only pursue our energy needs, keeping in mind India's energy requirement and India's energy interests as well. So the statement further reads that where the US is concerned, we have for many years sought to expand our energy procurement. This has steadily progressed in the last decade. The current administration has shown interest in deepening energy cooperation with India. Discussions are ongoing. So India very categorically saying that we are discussing things with America, but that is about the purchase of oil from Americas, not to decrease the purchases from Russia. So India very categorically clarifying here that we will do our trade, we will do our energy purchases based on our national interests. Yes, we are looking to diversify it, but that will not hamper our national interest.
So the MEA has said very clearly, and talking about the US in particular, the MEA statement that you just read out goes on to say that where the US is concerned, we have for many years sought to expand our energy procurement. So that has been inconsistent with what India has said, again going on to say nation first is the priority that remains for India.
Well, definitely. See, a nation first is something that is priority, and MEA has time and again spoken about it. We have heard it from Randeep Jaswal at the press conferences as well, that India will decide on its energy procurement based on India's need. India's purchases will only be guided by what India requires, what is good for India's interest. National interest is something that will be priority. External Affairs Minister also at various points where he has been, posed with the question of Russian oil and purchase of energy from Russia, External Affairs Minister has also very categorically said that we will purchase whatever is in our national interest. So that is something that is a stand that India has maintained, and India continues to maintain even after the pressure that is being exerted from Washington on New Delhi.
Okay, all right. So, Amit, the statement from the MEA is out, just as we were discussing, the confirmation from the Ministry of External Affairs as well, and they've spoken about how India is a significant importer of oil and gas. There is diversification that India has been doing for a long time, and that is going to continue. So, what does this mean amid this statement that has come in from Trump that India is going to stop purchasing oil from Russia?
देखिए, निश्चित तौर पर एक तरह से आप देखिए तो इस स्टेटमेंट में साफ तौर पे ये कहा गया है कि एनर्जी स्टेबिलिटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जो दो पहलू उसमें जरूरी है कि स्टेबिलिटी और जो आपके पास जो कितना आप अपने उसको रखते हैं, क्योंकि बहुत जरूरी है एनर्जी जो है आपके पास प्रोक्योरमेंट आप कितना करते हैं, और उसकी बहुत उसी के आधार पर ये जो पूरा का पूरा एनर्जी मार्केट है वो अपनी सुविधा से होता है। और यही बात सरकार भी कहती है, विदेश मंत्री ने भी कहा है कि यूरोप जो लगातार तेल खरीद रहा है या दूसरे देश रशिया तेल खरीदते हैं उस पर कोई सवाल नहीं करता है, लेकिन सिर्फ और सिर्फ भारत पर दबाव बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा है, क्योंकि नरेंद्र मोदी उस दबाव के आगे झुक नहीं रहे हैं।
और ये क्लैरिफिकेशन एमईए की तरफ से पहले भी आ चुका है। अमित, जस्ट अ मोमेंट, आई विल कम बैक टू यू। वी हैव मिस्टर आरपी सिंह ऑफ द बीजेपी आल्सो ऑन द ब्रॉडकास्ट विद अस। मिस्टर आरपी सिंह, Trump claiming India is going to stop buying Russian oil. The opposition has already started attacking the government, saying Modi is a weak prime minister and that Trump is dictating terms to India.
Well, I don't want to answer the part which the opposition is raising here, because Prime Minister Modi has shown again and again that for him, country's interest is uppermost. India's interest is uppermost. Whatever is good in India's interest, the NDA government, the Prime Minister Modi takes decision accordingly. They don't come down to any pressure, neither from America or neither from Russia. For us, it's more important that what is beneficial for the Indian market and Indian India as a country.
Okay, so you're saying that Trump may be claiming that India is going to stop purchasing oil, but India will do what is in India's interest and not go by what the United States or any other country says.
No way. I mean, earlier also, we have proven again and again that for us, our India's interest, the country's interest is uppermost. And then again, nothing beyond the interest. And then whatever decision will be taken, keeping in mind that what will ultimately benefit the country.
Okay, all right. Ms. R.P. Singh, thank you for joining us. So the BJP is saying that India's stand has been very clear right from the start. Amid a lot of criticism that had come in of buying Russian oil as well, India had made it very clear that the interests of India are paramount, and that has been reflected in the statement by the MEA as well. The MEA statement goes on to say that India is a significant importer of oil and gas, and it has been our consistent priority to safeguard the interests of the Indian consumer in a volatile energy scenario, and adding that our import policies are guided entirely by this objective. Ensuring stable energy prices and secured supplies have been the twin goals of our energy policy. So, Amit, you were saying, and please do continue, BJP again pointing out the same, that like you mentioned as well, that India's stand in this regard is very clear: nation first. Amit?
जी हाँ, देखिए पहले मुझे लगा था कि आपने ऋषभ से सवाल पूछा, लेकिन देखिए साफ तौर पे दो चीजें हैं। स्टेबल प्राइस होनी चाहिए और सप्लाई जो है एनर्जी की वो सिक्योर होनी चाहिए। ये पॉलिसी का दो जो लक्ष्य है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है, जिसके आधार पर पूरी जो हम दूसरे देशों से तेल लेते हैं, और मुझे लगता है कि भारत ने वही किया है जो उसके लिए सिक्योर है, सेफ है, और जो उनकी प्राइस में, क्योंकि आखिरकार भारत ये हमेशा से कहता आया है कि वो पॉलिसी इंपॉर्टेंट है जो कि भारत के हित में है, भारत को पहले रखकर जिससे फायदा भारत को होगा, और वही बात दूसरे देशों ने भी किया। ऐसा नहीं कि भारत इकलौता देश है जो कि रशिया से तेल खरीद रहा है। इस वॉर के बावजूद यूरोप ने भी तेल खरीदा। आप उसकी जो क्वांटिटी है वो अलग हो सकती है, लेकिन उसके बायर्स जो है वो भारत के अलावा दूसरे देश भी हैं, लेकिन वो भारत पर दबाव बनाने की कोशिश है, क्योंकि इस दबाव के जरिए वो ट्रेड डील करना चाहते हैं, जिसके लिए नरेंद्र मोदी उनकी शर्तों पर तैयार नहीं हो रहे हैं। और इसीलिए ये जो बयानबाजी है, मुझे लगता है जिसका फायदा कांग्रेस या तमाम अपोजिशन पार्टी उठाना चाहते हैं, वो ट्रंप के इस तरह के बयान, क्योंकि ट्रंप इस तरह के बयान देकर प्रधानमंत्री मोदी पर, मोदी सरकार पर दबाव बनाने का जो प्रयास कर रहे हैं, उसी का फायदा अपोजिशन उठाना चाहती है। लेकिन सरकार का स्टैंड साफ है, चाहे वो ट्रेड की बात हो, उन्होंने साफ कहा था कि किसानों को लेकर, मछुआरों को लेकर वो किसी तरह के समझौते नहीं करेंगे। उसी तरह की इसी बात पर कि एनर्जी को लेकर जो देश की जरूरत है उसके आधार पर डील होगी, उसमें किसी का इंटरफेरेंस नहीं होगा। एक तरह से मैसेज लाउड एंड क्लियर है मोदी सरकार की तरफ से, ये जो स्टेटमेंट जारी हुआ है।
Okay, all right. Amit and Rishabh, thank you for joining us with all those details. More reactions, of course, expected, because the opposition has already started attacking the Prime Minister, the centre, over the purchase of Russian oil being halted, as is being claimed by Trump.